press conference for the 2025 Formula E Hankook Shanghai E-Prix. 3、2、1，启动。
With the Hankook our partner, but definitely.
Could you share with us some of the highlights of this year's Formula E Championship?
First of all, we have been doing already 4 races. I think technically speaking, we're talking about the pit boost, which is the most important property that we're showcasing this year. It's basically a pit stop related to energy. So there is the car stopped, then it receives a charge in 30 seconds of a 10% of the total battery, which is a technology that is unheard of. Cars are now 4-wheel drive by activating the front powertrain. So definitely on a complete different animal compared to last year's car. You know, the car today does 0 to 100 kilometers in 1.8 seconds. To give you a little bit of context, that is 30% faster than any other world championship of the FIA.
I want to talk about the technology transfer. We know that the FE is the EV lab. So can you tell us one specific racing tech we have already seen in consumers' cars?
And I think what you just touched base on something that is really important for us. You know, when my business partner Alejandro and myself decided to do Formula E, was one of the main reasons was basically because we felt like motorsport wasn't helping the vehicles industry anymore. For us, it was a kind of a very easy decision. Basically, let's stop focusing on aerodynamics, because there are many other championships that they're just focused on that. Let's focus on what it will have an impact on the cars on the streets, you know, and that is the powertrain, you know. So we did together with FIA a championship in which the regulations not allows, but incentivize you to work and invest more in the powertrain. So there is nothing as efficient as a Formula E motor today. The regen capabilities of this car, I don't know if you know, but produces 40% of the energy that consumes while it's racing, yes, which is, you know, unbelievable. So all these stats are really important, and they come from a massive development that the manufacturers have done. And today, companies like Jaguar, companies like Nissan, the Nissan Leaf today is 380% more efficient than what it was 10 years ago. I have plenty of examples in Jaguar, in Porsche, you know, all the manufacturers that have been or are involved in Formula E, all they develop is transfer to the cars that they sell to the people, which is the key element, the most important thing.
Well, our Chinese EV fans are also wondering, are there any Chinese companies currently in talks to join the Formula E, whether as a work team or as technology supporter, battery supplier?
The first team in the history that we had in Formula E was a Chinese team called Team China. They actually won the first championship. Yes. They are the first world champion of Formula E. Yeah. Then we had another car manufacturer called NIO, which obviously you know perfectly well. And I cannot tell you, but we are discussing with quite a few different OEMs in China. We are sitting here today in Shanghai, what I consider the home of electrification, you know, the home of electric mobility. And definitely we want to have more Chinese DNA. We're discussing with quite a few today. Hopefully, you know, we will get one in the short term.
I don't know if you've heard of the Xiaomi's SU7 Ultra. Nope. It broke the record in Nürburgring. Our fans want to know that, is there any chance we can see it either as a safety car or a racing car on the track?
Introduce me to them. I mean, definitely 100% we will be willing to have someone like Xiaomi in the championship, BYD. I mean, there are many top manufacturers, you know, in China, that it will be an honor to have them in the Formula E grid. Definitely, there are some discussions happening. You know, I cannot tell you again with whom, but there are some discussions happening, and hopefully we will close it very soon.
Wow, great! I'm glad to hear that also as a fan myself. I just attended the Formula One last week, and beside of the race, we also got a lot of diverse events happening in the Shanghai circuit and also around this area. So do you have the same plan to spread the popularity of this FE sport among Chinese audiences?
Definitely. I think I don't understand motorsport without entertainment. Race is probably the pinnacle, the cheer on the cake, but it's not the only thing. And for us, it's so important that we have EDM concerts, that we have a big activation for global partners and local partners into the race, that the people can come and have fun, all day long, and actually a wider range of ages as well, wider range in terms of gender as well. I don't know if you know, about 50% of our fans are actually female, 49%, which is fantastic. And as you can imagine, that's something that 10 years ago was hard to believe, that a motorsport was predominantly a male sport. And today we're changing that trend. Average age is already like 15, 20 years younger than any other form of motorsport. We're growing, Formula E since year 1 to today. We're just starting the season 11. Last year we grew 25% the audience. That's an impressive number, to the point that we're the fastest growing motorsport in the world today. And we can only grow. That's, the sky is the limit.
Thank you for taking this interview. One last personal question.
Sure.
Do you also an EV user yourself?
Of course.
Which EV you drive?
Of course. I have an i3, BMW i3. I have a BMW X5, which is hybrid, not fully electric. And then we have at home, we have a fully electric 500 Fiat.
A Fiat.
Yeah. And the fourth one is a Mini Cooper, fully electric as well. Actually.
Can I say that?
Oh no, that's not for me. That's my wife, my kids, and for me it's the X5.
Yeah, classic X5. Thank you.
Thank you so much. Thank you.